thanks for checking it out, first of all, and then second of all, I do have my notes ready this time for what we're going over, so it won't be such a mess completely. Maybe partly a mess, but not a full-on mess. Like, it'll be fine. We got this. So we have a few things we need to cover / could cover this time. So I have a few things written down. Mainly, we're still, so as far as this being like our team meeting, Zoom call, teacher planning, whatever the case may be, meeting, we still need to go over a few things, such as we have a few more devices to go over. Wait a minute, hold on. Why was I playing on the YouTube app when I'm streaming? I don't need it to be playing at me. I fixed it though, I think. I don't like that. All right, so whoever's here, say hi in the chat if you want to, so that I know you can hear and see me. Otherwise, I hope you like it. We have a few things to talk about, like device-wise, and then just in general, like other things outside of devices. But I feel like that's the main thing. It was your fault. How was it your fault? How did you make that happen even? I've never had that happen in all the times that I've streamed so far. I've never had it start playing at me on this phone. Well, I don't know. I think I was looking at it. Thank you for telling me you can hear and see me. I don't know what happened there, but all of a sudden I was both speaking and also hearing myself speak through my own phone, which was very uncomfy for me. So anyway, I don't even know how that's possible, but apparently it is now. All right, so here we go. I was gonna ask, what do you want to start with? I feel like I'll just take it, and then you just leave comments / chats with whatever you want to say. And also, I always kind of forget until I get into it that my rate of speaking is a little faster than most people like. So I am gonna try to slow that down for you, because not everyone wants to hear 800,000 words per second, which I understand. So, okay, so a couple of things we could talk about. This one, I honestly have not even opened this yet, but this is one that this is the one that kicked off the email thread that they sent to me this time around. They were like, hey, can you review the ICANN? And I was like, I can do that, haha. But yeah, and then it kind of evolved into this whole, why does it keep going dark? I don't know. That's weird. But no, the battery's pretty charged. Anyway, so it started with the ICANN, and then it became, oh, do you also want like a bunch of other devices? And I was like, okay, sure, why not? So then that became not just the ICANN, but then the Celestial 2, which is like the newer version of one that I have already tried before. And there is a video of this on my channel from a couple of years ago, I believe. But then they went and updated it. So, hold on one second. Okay, boom, 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 beautiful. Okay, so then, like I said, they ended up sending a bunch of other things past the ICANN. It started with, hey, do you want to review the ICANN? I said, I can do that, and then they sent that. But that ended up being also the Celestial 2. That ended up also being the Go, which I swear I grabbed it. Did I not? It's over here somewhere. It's hiding. I don't know where it is, but it's nearby somewhere. And then in addition to that, this is not a Yocan device here. This is the Puffco Peak, which you may or may not have seen me discuss on the channel already, since that was the thing that I posted this week, was the shorts and the long video about the Peak, the new one. So that's the other thing. And there is the thought process of trying to compare the Yocan devices with the Puffco device. And by the way, if you're watching, don't forget to hit the like if you like the video, or just if you feel like it, if you can like find the thumbs up thing, go ahead and hit it just for fun. It's fun, it's interactive. And then, so as far as the Puffco Peak goes though, you can see me kind of talking about this and then also hitting this on the short versions of videos that I posted. And if you stick around and end up watching the video about the Go, which again, I swear it was like, I feel like it's hiding, like it's somewhere really close by. I've been moving stuff around all day because I had a lot going on. But It's nearby. I just don't know where it is right this second. But you'll see it in the next video if you come back for that, because that was the topic of another video that I just made. So, do you want a fun tip? I had to clean them. Purchase a heat gun. Wait, what's a heat gun? Tell me more about that, please, because I've never heard of such a thing. Anyway, so this is on the agenda for soon, and then the peak we already kind of covered. We might touch on that again because I feel like that's probably one of the things that people are more curious about, because I know that for me, the peak was like the first sort of EDAB rig that even came out in my time of getting into that kind of a thing. So the new version is important to me, and then I just figure because it's Puffco, that's more of an important. I mean, I don't want to say like Yocan versus Puffco, oh Puffco wins necessarily, because they're different. They really are. And then with Yocan, their devices, in my personal experience, like they never really disappoint me. Like they work great too. It's just that the Puffco Peak is kind of that like iconic, not iconic, iconic sort of dab rig that just about everybody knows about if they're in this community, right? Have you tried the Puffco Sherlock? No. What is the Sherlock? I've never even heard of that. I've heard of the Proxy, the Peak, what else? I don't know. Good afternoon to you too. All right, what else? So there's all of that. There's also, this is kind of like a sidebar to the rest of the storyline, but you know how you've probably seen me hitting the vape while I'm on this, like the nicotine vapes. Memers is this one brand. They sent me a bunch of like sampler stuff because they're new to the market and they wanted me to post it on TikTok. So I did that, but I don't know how that's gonna go, but that's like another like side of things. Puffco is the apple of smoking. Exactly. You know what I just realized? I know why. Hold on. I know why it keeps going dark, and I can fix it really fast. I can just plug this in. That's what it is. Like usually if it's plugged. Oh, hold on. Wait, we're gonna fix it. Do not worry. Sorry, sometimes things happen, but we get it back on track really fast. Don't worry. This is the fun of watching it live because you just don't know what's gonna happen, but this means I won't have to keep tapping on the screen to make it stay, because I can't, like, if I can't see what's happening, then I feel like I'm out of the loop, and then no, well, wait, do we even need the ring light? What do you think? Because that was with the ring light. This is without the ring light. Do we need the ring light or no? You tell me. You literally tell me, please. Because normally I would not do the ring light anyway, but I just got a new ring light. And now it's like, okay, we have it, so we should use it. But it's also still daylight outside, so we don't. Do we really need it? Do we really? And then when I turn it on, it's gonna be on like rave mode, because that's how it works. It starts on like there's a button that has a music symbol, and I'm like, is it for music videos? Is it for raves? Like, what is it for? I don't know, but we'll just let it vibe for a second. And then the Dr. Dabber switch and Evo hit pretty hard as well. Okay, so I've never tried Dr. Dabber ever, but I know about it, them, etc. I've heard of it a lot. All right, this is a good question someone had. Do you think recreational will pass in November? So if you're in the state that I'm in, you probably have heard us talk about this a bit at least, / some companies have been pushing it, / one company pushes it especially hard. They really want it to pass so they can make buku bucks, but recreational, will it pass? I don't know for sure. They have done polls on it though, like research people have done polls on it, and I think the last thing I read was that it's leaning towards a yes as far as the polls go, like who says they will vote for it, but will they really? 1, 2, is that accurate? Like there's a lot of questions around it, so there's really no way, like I don't love to make a prediction and then potentially be wrong, but I would say there's a good chance. I'd say there's a good chance that it might. I don't know that it will though. I wouldn't bet on it, but it's around the corner. I mean, things kind of happen fast, right? Like, you know what I mean? So it could. Will it? I'm not so sure. I have no way of knowing. But it would be cool. I think it would be cool if it did. It would be maybe a change in the industry. We haven't seen a big change in a while, right? It's kind of been the same thing, like coasting along for a bit now. And I would love to see it happen. I just don't know. How could I possibly know? I don't have a crystal ball. But I would love to see it happen because it would just be, excuse my like overuse of this word, but I feel like it would be chaos kind of, but in a good way. It would be fun. Like, it'd be like what's gonna happen? Like what happens to the medical, like the existing medical dispensaries? What happens to everything? Does the industry blow up more? Like literally what happens? I do not know. How could I possibly know? And also, what do you think? If you have thoughts on it, if you have a prediction, if you don't, whatever. I mean, you tell me, because your guess is as good as mine, but I've done the research on it that I can do. So I think maybe. I don't think it's an absolute no, which is cool, right? Because I think in the past it's just been like an absolutely not, but now it's kind of, it could happen. It could happen. Someone said if it gets rescheduled, yes, it will supercharge the industry. Tourist state. Good point, because that's true. A lot of people come to visit. A lot of people move here when they lived somewhere else previously. You know, and if all it takes is a state ID from wherever to show that you're of age, and then you can buy it here. Like that's what happened in Colorado when I went there when I was 21. You know, the first time I went to a dispensary, that was the case then. So if that's how it is here whenever they pass it, if they ever pass it, that could supercharge the industry, I would say, because it could be anyone, right? From basically anywhere. Just show up, be 21 or older, boom, there's money into the market. So that's exactly what happened whenever I first visited Colorado, and I was like, a dispensary, I'm so excited. Like, yeah, so what are we talking about? Someone asked. We're talking about if recreational is going to pass here later this year. We don't know. But yes, here, okay, and flash warning really quick. If you're sensitive to flash, just be careful for 2 seconds because I don't think I have the remote and I have to turn on this ring light again and it's gonna be like on rave mode. I'm so sorry. Okay, wait, there we go. All right, here we go. So, okay. All right, somebody asked, how's the plants? I feel like we should save that for the end because I feel like that's a sensitive topic to talk about right now. I don't necessarily want to share what happened with the multiple plants that have since passed away on the journey, but you'll see. You will see. It'll be in videos that are coming. My question with the rescheduling, what does that do? Because didn't they either already did that, I thought? Didn't they make it a Schedule 3 instead of a Schedule 1? And then what happened after that? Did something happen as a result of that? Or was that just like a, like, here you go. Here's like a new, what is that? I should know, but I don't. So, but anyway, it would be cool if they either reschedule it or maybe they, I don't know, decriminalize, legalize. I have no idea. I have no clue. It lets the cannabis companies uplist to the American Stock Exchange. No, you're right. The craziest part is that people are still getting arrested. That's what's insane about it, is that it's like, with all the legalization that has happened and is continuing to happen, people are still getting their lives messed up over this. Really? Like, why would that make sense based on location? That doesn't, to me. Like, it's probably always gonna be my little mission statement nowadays, is like, if someone is so concerned about plants and smoking pot or whatever, like, why is that the concern when there are so many other more dangerous things that are not only more dangerous, but they're also more easily accessible? Why is that not the concern? But okay. That's just my thing, is like, it's not, I'm not saying it's the best thing ever. I'm not saying everyone should do it. I'm just saying, why is it the focus when there are other things that are literally proven to be more dangerous and more harmful? I don't know. Someone said nails, show me. Okay, I'll show you my nails because I've been getting a lot of compliments on them. Yep. People try to downplay the significance of it. Yeah, I know. Anyway, so that's one topic we can talk about, is the plant in general, the legalization of all of that. Someone asked, like the way this started off is someone asked, will it get legalized whenever it's on the ballot in November? I have no way of knowing personally. Your guess is as good as mine, really. But there have been some polls done that might suggest that people are leaning towards it. So I would say if everyone who thinks about it and wants it to happen votes, then it's a pretty good chance that it will, but I don't know. Okay, how's the biking? The biking is going great. I saw that you also messaged that you have been riding your bike. That's really cool. Is yours an electric or is it like just a kind of manual bike? Let me know. But mine, yeah, it's back here, right here. It's going great. I mean, it's my favorite little thing to use to get around and see, I don't know, see the sights, get around. Gets me places with $0 in gas money, so I can't complain. And then it doesn't put greenhouse gases into the ozone layer, which is fantastic, I think. Here, it's good for pain. I mean, anyone who's watching, you can feel free to pipe in on that as far as like, is cannabis / is any of the stuff, do you feel like in your experience has it been good for pain? For anyone watching, you can share in the chat because someone asked about it. I don't really have that much pain myself. Like, I don't really have a lot of chronic pain, maybe like a little bit, but if I know a lot of people seek it out because of that need, so I don't really know the I don't know the logistics of if it actually helps, if there's anything that proves that it has helped. I have no idea. Like, I've looked it up, but it's kind of unclear, the specifics of it, the facts around it. And then me specifically, I don't know in my own experience because I don't have enough chronic pain to know. But there is a lot, like, okay, honestly, just being real for a second, there is a lot of really interesting information about it out there as far as what it can do on the medical side of things, like as far as I don't recall if it's regenerating cells that have been killed off or like unalived off from like certain illnesses. Like it either like regenerates or it stops the like ending of cell unaliving, if that makes sense. Like it could potentially have, based on some studies that have been done, it could have some very interesting medical properties. And that is another reason why I stand behind it and say, like, it's not just this thing that people use to get super high, get super stoned. Like, it does potentially have some value too in that sense. So it's really just like I don't have a dead set answer on what I want people to know about it, other than just maybe open your mind and like do your own research on it and say, before you go berating someone or judging someone for using it, maybe try to figure out if you can like do a little research on it and see, does it do something positive ever? Because it really might, based on the studies that are out there. And then somebody said something about the K one. That's interesting too. I do know somebody who was doing some experimental treatments with that also. I've never done it myself, but apparently it's like legalized on a medical level too, which is like very interesting. But hey, whatever works, right? I've heard all kinds of things in these chats at this point. People have all tried different things. There's like microdosing psilocybin in some states. I have not, well, not that I haven't, well, okay. But that's another thing that happens some places. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, like, just being in the industry myself and hearing people's success stories with it, that's really more my motive for saying, like, okay, I love advocating for it for those reasons. Like, it kind of feels cheesy at some point because it's like, okay, at what point can we just say, like, cool, we got our point across, let's move on, because it gets a little redundant at some point. But even today, what are we now? We're over 10 years past the first time I went to a we're over 10 years past the first time I went to a legal dispensary that was in Colorado, literally 10 years ago in some days. And yet still today, if some people see my shorts about the plant, they start talking to me about how it's so bad for me. And I just think if people are spending their time writing those comments, if that's such a concern, then maybe, like, why don't we go and put that energy somewhere that it's actually helpful? Like, if you're so concerned about substance that's harming people, why not go pick on the ones that are actually harmful? Because this is a plant. So that's the only reason why I bring it up. But then I also bring in other things to these conversations because it gets, again, redundant and old to me even. Like, it's not the only thing I care about by any means. I just think if I have a platform for it, then sure, why not? And a lot of people who talk to me are like, oh, I found your channel when I was looking for, like, I just got my card and I didn't know anything, like, thank you for helping. And I'm like, you're welcome. So oh shit, that's funny. Alright. Anyway, so, but what's everyone doing today? Like, is anybody doing anything fun that's happening, or... But just say, okay, and I'm not trying to get into arguments here, or like, we don't have to keep this debate going that long, but my question to you would be, and this could be a rhetorical question where you just think about it to yourself, you don't even have to answer, but if some people abuse smoking or whatever, what does that do to you? Like, what's the issue with you for that? That's my only question. And again, you do not have to answer, and I'm not trying to argue with you, I'm just saying, theoretically, why would that be an issue if that were taking place? I went to Sesame with my kids this weekend. Wait, what's Sesame? Is that a place? Because it sounds like a seed oil to me. Brazil. Are you from Brazil or did you go to Brazil? Now had a nice 420 to help with some anxiety. Nice. That's good. That's good. Yeah, good times. As far as the various products I've tried recently, a bunch of devices. I haven't not even opened this one yet though. There's a couple whom that I haven't opened yet. And then for the ones that I actually use, like this is my go-to, which I really don't hit that often, but it's like a thing that I hit sometimes. This is Bubbles. This is not a device or anything. And then I made a video for this company about lotus wraps. And they also make like rose wraps too. So that's like a natural non-tobacco option for people who like to roll up, but they don't want to be ingesting tobacco, because I mean, a lot of us would probably agree that tobacco is probably worse, or like, just because you like plants does not mean you like the tobacco like plant. Like, that's two different things. It's very specific in this world of stuff. That's the thing too. It's like, it's not just cut and dry. It's not just black and white, and everyone is different. So cool. I don't know how else to put it, but do you have any negative effects? Yeah, I mean, yeah, there are some negative potential effects, definitely. Like, I was asking someone what they thought the problem was for them with if someone wants to abuse the plant, like what's that issue for them? Because it sounds like they are not someone who actually uses it. They're just upset with anyone who uses it too much. And I'm like, okay, well, what does that do to you? And it's a genuine question. I'm not grilling them. I'm just asking, like what does that do? But to a person who actually overuses, I would say it could be something like you're putting something in your lungs that's not naturally there. So if you're overdoing it, that might not feel great. My personal experience there when I was overdoing it, because I've been there before in the past. I don't do that now. I mean, I definitely am a lot more mindful nowadays, but just like anything else, a good thing can be bad in too high of a quantity, not quality. So yeah, it's just like a lot of things in life. You don't want to overdo it. Yeah, there are probably other reasons too. I'm not really a medical doctor or anything, so I don't want to touch on like what I think is the, real like logged reasons for why it could be bad. But like, I'll just say simply, just like many other things in life, even though it's good for some people in some quantities or some situations, it's maybe not the best if it's overdone. So yeah, I'm not saying like, yeah, go light up as much as possible. Like, there's nothing that can happen. I'm definitely not saying that. It's like a lot of other things where you don't want to overdo it, for sure. I don't know. That's my only warning. You don't want to find out what can go wrong if you really want to know. But someone said you should still make it a point to order from Gold Flower. Interesting. I will have to keep that in mind. What's in the box? Wait, which box? Are you talking about the big box? Because that's already been opened for a while now, but I have other boxes. What's the question there? Running Man, you should send a photo of you. Not here. I'm thinking of getting an XQ2. Is it worth it? Yes, definitely. Definitely. I liked the XQ2 a lot. I only got rid of it for reasons of like moving out of my ex's place. There was too much stuff to move that ended up not taking priority, and I also broke a piece of it, so I just was like, I'm just throwing it away at this point. I don't even care. But I do miss it though. I definitely do. What is that? What is what? Because I'm holding multiple things. Which one? The white box that I was holding in my arm. I'll show you. Hold on. Let me lose this for a second. I feel like it's too bright. Oh, okay. Okay, this box, this is the Celestial from Yokan. It's the newer version. I have a video about this one from the past versions that they made, but they made it again and made it better. So I have not even opened it yet, but that's coming eventually. Yeah, I mean, honestly, for me, I even got, did I bring it over here? I ended up picking up a, I don't see it, but because of all these dab devices, but like my desire to not do a frick ton of dabs every day, like I have 9 devices I need to review, but do I want to be dabbing that much at all? Not really. So I ended up getting a CBD derived non-psychoactive 0 THC concentrate to use with them. And like I have one that does have THC, but it's just, me personally, I don't need to be doing that every day. So I got one that I can still use the devices without putting hundreds or thousands of milligrams of THC in my system every day. Like that's just too much for me. Because if you're just new here and you want to learn, here you go. The plant that we're talking about doesn't just have THC, which is the thing that gets people high. It also has CBD and other components that are not just for getting high. So cool. Now we've got that out of the way, but I'm getting bored of talking about this subject though. Like I feel like we should talk about something else, honestly. Like I think we're losing everybody because it's something that like my community likes to talk about, but does the greater population like talking about it? No. And then the greater population ends up in my lives. So we have to keep them entertained too. Use a gram a day of rosin. Tell me more about how that's working out for you. Where are you getting that from? How's that going? And then I really need to delete the Temu app. They're constantly like, we're giving you a credit for, I don't even know what, but it's just constant. Like, don't ever, like, I can almost support some of the fast fashion things if you're like broke and you don't want to buy something, but you're broke and you want to go on fast fashion, whatever. But Temu, I cannot mentally handle looking at Temu because of the way, like, you go on and it's like, spin the wheel and you might like get to the next page or not, like, or you'll just, hold on, shit, come back, all right, or you'll just devolve into insanity while you're like waiting for the wheel to stop spinning. Like it's completely ridiculous. No. Anyway, I can't with Temu. I can't. And then like it's just that's the thing too, is they just spam like the amount of notifications, the amount of emails, and then when you finally open it because you're like, okay, fine, I'll look, then you look and it's like you can't even get to the front page because you're now spinning a wheel that doesn't make any sense at all. But DeLand Cookies Dispensary, what about the DeLand Cookies Dispensary? Because someone from Some Cookies Instagram asked me to go to that grand opening and I was like, okay, but then everyone I talked to about it was like, why are they opening it in DeLand? And I was like, I don't even know anything about DeLand, honestly. What is your country name? USA. And why do you do EC? What is EC? I don't know what that even is. I don't know if I even do that. Oh, it's the closest to the grow house. Cool. I don't know. I have no idea. And then there's a dispensary here that like they've been trying to switch like brand names for a long time, and people constantly ask me about that, but I have no insights on when that's gonna happen, if it ever does. I don't know. I just have no idea. I have no idea. Bubble Hash Super Boof. Where did you get the bubble hash from, the super boof? Where is that from? Is that the one from Cookies or somewhere else? Is gold flower and is there one called gold leaf too, or is it just gold flower? Because I feel like I've heard of both. I have no idea though. So it's the same place but a different name? Better concentrate company, if you're looking at the Florida market, probably the Flowery with their 710 Labs, or I thought Sunnyside's concentrate was decent. The rosin, it's pretty good. I know that Move was going through something with their solventless. I don't recall how long ago that was or what it was that was happening, but I remember hearing about that. So I don't know if they'll ever bring it back. I have no idea. But that's kind of sad though. They have a lot of other things. They have a lot of other like topicals, edibles. All right, I'm thinking since we're getting into it, we've been on here for a minute, let's do an unboxing because I'm getting bored at this point. I'm just literally bored at this point, honestly. Hold on, I have to fix that. Okay. So yeah, like I said, there's at least one video about this, but I got the newer version too, so I don't know what's going to be different. Ooh. It's kind of cool because it's like the two pieces and it's like magnetized. I don't even know. You designed a logo for a strain. What's that look like? For Beach Crasher, I remember getting that one a long time ago. I think it was Flower that I got. Why did they do you dirty on it? What does that mean? What happened? Tell me more about that, please. Wait, oh, upside down. Oh, well, welcome to the industry. They're gonna use your content without paying you. Unfortunately. I would get out now if you can. I would remove yourself if you're worried about getting paid. Get out of there. But so that's the newer Celestial. It looks like they added I guess this is like a carb hole. I don't think it had that before. I think it was just the sleek, like the whole thing. Yeah, it's not gonna get better. Like just get out of the industry. If you're a content creator of any kind and you're trying to get paid by Florida weed brands, get out now. Leave. I promise you. I say that from experience. Same, that's why I won't shop at one of the other ones. But okay, so this is the newer Celestial, cool. And then it's, I mean, other than that, oh, it needs the bucket in there, but like, yeah, it's same but different, basically, I can tell. So we'll have to explore that soon as well. But yeah, good times. I'm trying to think what else we can go over. That is my bike. I don't race though, no. It is my bike. I have no purpose for it other than just causing chaos around town and riding around, taking myself from place A to place B, point A to point B. That's basically all I use the bike for. I don't race. It could be fun though, right? Yeah, I recognize your name, Steven. I don't recall, like, I feel like if I saw you, I'd probably know who you were, but I just don't recall which event we met at, if we did. But your name does not seem unfamiliar, though. It just seems like a name I've seen before. All right, we'll put it back on. Anyone can chat for a little bit, and then we'll put it back on subs only if it gets ridiculous. And then that's it, really. I don't know. I don't really have much else to say because I still need to edit and plant gardening stuff. But is there anything else, like any topics that we want to talk about that are not, like, they don't have to be in the plant space at all? We can talk about anything. I don't really care. Anything else that we didn't go over? I like Spartan racing. Have you ever tried? I don't know what that is. Oh, you're in South Korea? Cool. Do you post about it on your channel? Because I will look. That seems like a really cool place to go. I have never been, but my friends have been. You should post South Korea vlogs if you don't do that yet. And then other than that, cool. Thank you for stopping by. I don't know. Will I stay on for a little bit longer? Will I get off? I have no idea because like it's been a minute. I start getting over it at some point. If it's not like engaging enough for me. But it's been fun though. Like I'm glad that you stopped by. Anyone who did. Definitely glad. I just feel like I might go find something else to get into. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Whoever just said that. Appreciate you for that. Tomorrow I'm getting a window replacement. That should be super exciting. And then I've been lighting up incense on my TikTok every single day for weeks now because that's my new hobby. Top 3 interests: incense, riding my bike, and petting my cat. Does that help? Do you believe in aliens? I mean, yeah, I guess. I've never seen one, really. But probably, I don't know. What else do we humans do? I don't know what people do besides lighting incense, petting their cat, and riding a bike. I have no idea, like, because that's all that I do, really, realistically speaking. Don't really have much of a life outside of any of that. What cat? I do have a cat. He's hiding. Where is he? He went away. I think he's in the closet. Like he kind of likes to hide in, cat likes to hide in small enclosed spaces. Like it's just his thing. He's fine. He just likes to be like cozy and comfortable. So he'll be hiding sometimes during these, or it's 2 things he could do. He could either be hiding and never show up for the whole thing, or he will be present and meowing really loudly the whole time. Those are his 2 modes when I'm doing a live stream. So yeah, like he's really, really cute. I love him. I almost want to call him like, I don't want to use this word, but he's kind of like bipolar in that way, where he'll just be like super chill and quiet, or he'll be like really freaking out for no reason. And it's one or the other, and like there's just no in between. But he's super, super cute. He does have an Instagram also, nugget.siamese. That's his Instagram if you want to look at my cat. He's really cute. Do I like camping? I haven't really gone camping, really. I mean, honestly, like ever. Like I love the idea of it, but I don't think I've ever actually done it. I would do it. I just haven't. Cat software needs to be updated. So I need to update my cat. Is that what you're saying? How do I program that? Is there like a new SIM card I have to switch out in the cat? Do I go to the app store on the cat's LED screen? Like what do I do to do that? Oh my God. This past 4th of July, I found what I thought was an old firework in the garage. I lit it up in front of my house. Did not explode. It was incense. Amazing. That could not be more fitting for this conversation. So thank you for sharing that. That's hilarious. And I'm sorry, but also that's really funny. So I have to laugh at it. You can't get those 2 mixed up. Like sparklers versus incense, you're going to have 2 different experiences there. To keep that in mind. Yeah, definitely. I think I need to go camping too, honestly. I've been in the like chaotic city way too long. It's too much, just too much of everything. And of course, that's what I wanted when I moved here. It was like, oh, I'm bored in my little hometown and like, I'm gonna go somewhere more exciting. Yeah, I got that excitement. I've had that excitement. I'm over it. I'm ready to go. Ready to go to take me to the woods, take me to the mountains. I'm ready. Get me out of here. Yeah, springs are great. Springs are really great. I mean, I love the mountains too, so I'd love to go to like Colorado, go camping there. All right, Mike, I will be sure to wear a more contrasting dress for the chair next time, or get a chair that's darker so the dress can stand out more. Do I have a man? No, absolutely not. Let's go adventure time. Yep. If I go, I will definitely vlog it and post about it. And I've been talking about going places for a long time and I just haven't done it this year. It's very depressing that I haven't done that yet. Winter camping is the best. Okay, noted. Maybe that's why I haven't done it yet. Because maybe I'm waiting for the right time. Because I just haven't done it yet. That doesn't mean I won't do it. And plus, with fall and winter coming, both of those are great times weather-wise in most places, right? Good evening, beautiful. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, I'll have to check out winter camping. I feel like that would be a great time to go camping. Have you gone to see the ghost orchid in the Everglades? What is that? Because I do love orchids, but I don't know about the ghost orchid. Do not know about that yet. But if it's an orchid like it sounds like it is, I probably would be into it. Cat show next week. Oh my god, Dustbat. Hey, it's next week. Oh, okay. I don't know what's gonna happen there. Like, I guess I need to fly to, where is that happening? Miami, Orlando? I don't remember, but I would love to go to the cat show. Honestly, my cat should be in the cat show. Like, I should not leave him out of that, but maybe he can wait till next year, but I would at least like to attend the cat show because what better event is there to go to? If cats are on display, that's the one for me. Like, yes, I see stray cats around my neighborhood all the time, but give me the show cats. Like, let me see the ones who people are presenting for different categories. Yes, exactly. Personally, I prefer winter since there's way less bugs and insects intruding. Thank you for saying that, because that's exactly what it is too. Beyond not sweating as much, there are less bugs, and it's just overall a better time. I would definitely agree with you on that. The ghost orchid are endangered. Okay, well, I will have to look into that ghost orchid. I'm making a note because, like I said, orchids are one of my favorite flowers. I don't know if I said that, but I do love them. I'll have to look that all up and see if I can go look at them. I don't know. Favorite flavor of ice cream? That's tough because it might be either like coffee, possibly. Like, coffee ice cream's pretty good. I've gotten more into like strawberry, I guess. I feel like strawberry ice cream is pretty decent too. And then I guess like the weirder flavors, like, I don't know, like green tea ice cream, is that? Yes, I do have that, and I'm proud, and you're now in timeout because you're ignorant, so there you go. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, wait. Oh, fuck no. Hold on. I put the wrong thing. I was trying to put someone in timeout and I put them as a moderator. That's probably not what we want, is it? Oh, hide. Yeah, there we go. Okay, perfect. Great. And then, ever go to get ice cream and change your mind midway? Yes, actually. Like, I've gone to get ice cream and then the flavor I was expecting to get, because I had my mindset on it, like later on I was like, I'm getting a different one, and I did that. It can happen. Because we have free will, we can do that if we want to, right? I need to see what the ghost orchid looks like, because I know what a regular orchid looks like. I just don't know what a ghost orchid looks like. Rocky Road. I mean, I haven't like had it in a long time. I feel like I maybe tried it once a long time ago, but it's probably good, I would guess. Throw a dart at a map on the wall while blindfolded by a ticket to travel there. Yeah, I would do it. I actually would do that. Logically speaking, I might cross out like 1 or 2 places that I definitely don't want to go before I do that, but then everything else is off, like not off limits. Like I would do it. So I'm just so crazy like that. Well, that's why we cross that one off before we do it. Like I like controlled chaos like that, where it's like, okay, I'm fine with the chaos aspect of it, but I would like to at least have some say in it. Like it's not just complete chaos, it's like refined chaos, you know? Oh, this song. I put this song on my Instagram story earlier, and it's like old at this point. Like I feel like nobody cares about this song anymore. Which actress do I look like, you said? I get different things all the time. I mean, I don't think I look like any actress, but every now and then, like, people have been saying a certain one recently, and I'm like, never heard that up until maybe like this year. That's different. It's not an e-scooter, it's an e-bike behind me. Yeah, it's like a mini bike. Here. That's the mini bike. It's a Jason mini bike. It's pretty cool. Stop lying to me with the Angelina Jolie comment, please. That's funny as fuck, though. Thank you for the jokes. I could get one of those like stim toys or something, like, so I don't play with my hair as much, but the hair's just right there. It's so tempting. What up? What speed? The bike? The bike goes up to 20 miles per hour. It has one mode and one mode only. Well, actually, wait, I lied. It actually has like 3 little notches you can turn it up and down to, but the top one goes up to 20 miles per hour. So it's like a very entry level bike, I would say. But fast enough, right? Thank you for liking my hair. Appreciate that. I like your energy. How's that? I used to ride a quad bike till it flipped over while I was riding in the forest trail. Oh, fuck. Are you okay? Oh my God, that's terrible. That's fast enough. I agree. 20 is plenty. 20 is plenty fast enough. It definitely gets me where I need to go. It's faster. It's a lot faster than your regular everyday pedal bike that doesn't have a motor. So can't really complain on that note at all. Really cannot complain. All right, so cool. And thank you for the new subs. Appreciate you. There will be new content coming this week, the following week, and every week thereafter, forever until the end of time. Oh boy. I keep forgetting how short this is. I'm so sorry. Your nails are also cute, just like you. Thank you. They're press-ons. Anyone can have these. Anyone can do it. Glue those on. Got a scooter that goes 15 for my commute to work. I think everyone should have an e-scooter or bike. I agree. See, okay, on the one hand, I agree everyone should have one, and we should just say cancel cars forever, because why do we need them if we can have a non-gas alternative? Why we're not using electric everything, scooter, bike, whatever. But the cities themselves, like the what's the word I'm looking for? The infrastructure is not built for that many e-bikes and e-scooters, so we're gonna run into each other is the issue. Like even now, I'll be cutting a corner on the e-bike, and then there'll be someone else on another e-bike, and we're just flying. We're just about to crash, and then I'm like, oh shit, there's too many e-bikes now. But like I want everyone to have an e-bike, but the e-bike paths are too small. So how? Unless we cancel cars completely and just get like ban cars completely. Biggest pet peeve when you first meet a person. You don't want to know. You don't want to know. There's probably a list. All right. Your nails are lovely. Thank you. Cleaner air. That's what I'm saying. If we all got rid of our cars, everybody just sell the car, destroy the car, get rid of it, then get an e-bike. Now you never have to buy gas again. Now you're not putting fossil fuels into the ozone layer. Now it's free forever. You just charge it, move on. You love your car, good, I'm happy for you. That's perfect, because we don't need all the cars gone. We need most of them gone, but we just need most gone. We don't need all gone. And then we'll all ride e-bikes and e-scooters in place of the cars that were there. And then cars are gonna have to start looking both ways when they stop at stop signs, which I know is fucking crazy, and using blinkers. Like, I know that's a lot to ask, but if they did it, then we could have bikes too, which is like, I know it's, again, a lot to ask, but in a fucking delusional world where people looked both ways and used blinkers, then we could ride bikes. But I know, again, fantasy world, unrealistic, never gonna happen. But, you know, just a concept. But my truck can carry our camping gear and tow my camper when we go camping together. Hell yeah, love it. Interesting perspective. I live in North Texas, so I've only seen 2 other people on them. You in Cali? No, I'm not in Cali. People tend to assume that I'm in Cali, but I'm not yet. I probably will move there one day. I don't know when, but I would love to move there. I do not live in Cali, but I don't know. That's the tea so far. Like, I just don't live in Cali. Like, but it seems like every different location in the US, there's a different e-bike scene. Like, some places, one guy was like, I've never seen someone under the age of 50 on an e-bike. And I'm like, what? So people over 50 ride e-bikes and that's it? And then other places, or I don't know, when I was working at a shop recently and I would bring the bike inside, people would start talking to me about the bike and they'd be like, oh, I was riding an e-bike in like San Francisco and it was really chill. Like, I loved it. And I don't know. So I guess people are renting them out there. Someone had a question about tattoos. How many tattoos do you have? What do they represent for you? It's kind of a deep personal question because I have 5 different tattoos and they all have a deep personal meaning, but that's, I guess all you need to know is that I have 5 and this is the most recent one. The meaning, there's a lot to it, but yeah, they're small and there's only a few because they are meaningful to me because they're forever. But other than that, yep. And then that's basically it on the e-bike situation. If you want to get a JZON e-bike, make sure you use my code. But like, they didn't pay me to do this or anything. I just happened to pick them. And then I was trying to get one sent to me at one point. Nobody sent one, but they did get me on their affiliate list. So I have a code with them. It's like not a big discount either. And I probably don't get paid much for it. But if you want to save, like, I think it's like 3% or something. Want to save 3%, use code Christiana on jasonbikes.com. Like, but literally, who fucking cares? And I know that people do not like it when we plug those codes either. A lowrider bike doesn't need electricity either. Nice. So like a non-electric lowrider. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze because of my freaking allergies. That's why I keep doing that. Your hair looks fine. It's not messed up or anything. Thank you. It's always messed up, but because I mess it up. I'm like doing this all the time. But anyway, okay. We are basically to our limit here. We've pretty much hit it at this point. If you haven't liked yet, make sure you like or don't. If you hate it so much, then don't like it. But if you had fun, then subscribe because I'll be back on Sunday next time at the same time, 4:20 p.m. Eastern. And then I do community posts on the community page of my channel, shorts that I'll post, videos that I'll post, and then I'm also Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat. All of that is in the description of the channel. So thanks for hanging out, and I will catch you in the next one. Like I said, we have like a whole bunch of stuff to cover. Just so many things. So I'll see you soon. Don't forget to do